This is the new temporary home for the Wellesley Food Pantry. We're at the Unitarian Universalist Society of Wellesley Hills. They were kind enough to take us in and host us over the summer as there is a big renovation project going on in our old space at the Wellesley Hills Congregational Church. So they provided us this wonderful space, and we were able to set up our shelves and storage in a very similar fashion to what we had in our old home, and it's really been a great smooth transition. The Unitarian Universalist Society has really done a great job in welcoming us. They've made temporary some signs for us for our temporary home, and have really been very accommodating, and so we're very pleased to be able to continue serving our clients in our new space. Large enough to accommodate our needs, lots of windows, lots of light. So what's happened is we came into the space, we set it up much as we do or have in our previous space, where we have the shelving units where the different options are available. In our old space before the pandemic set in, clients would go shopping with a volunteer. In the new world, we've had to reduce the number of volunteers because we need to have the physical distancing. So clients will come in, they'll fill out a wish list, and then one of our volunteers will go and do the shopping and go through the, snake through the shelving, much like we did in our old space, and they will get the supplies needed for the client per their wish list. We have donation bins at Roach Brothers. We have a donation bin near the exit at Whole Foods. And then we also set up bins on Monday mornings outside of the Unitarian Universalist Society's side doors there as collection points where people can drop things off between 8:30 and 10. And then it's brought in and sorted, and we have some storage space. We have a little less storage space than we had in our old area, so that's why we have a wish list that's printed on our website, and some other outlets have very kindly set up links to it to point people there, and we're very much so hoping just to get the specific items that are on the wish list because we can't store as many items as we normally would in this time. We also have fewer volunteers because of the social distancing, and also our volunteers tend to be a little more on the vulnerable side. So we do have to limit the number of people who are in here working together at any one time. So normally in regular times, there would have been a food drive in May that we would have collected from the postal workers. It's the Stamp Out Hunger food drive. It happens every Saturday before Mother's Day. It was canceled this year, and that accounts for about 10% of our donation intake for the year. There has been an increased need. What we've seen is it's been noticeable, but not a super large jump at this point. However, as unemployment benefits and the initial financial supports that the government have provided, once those start to expire, and as obviously as this stretches out, we anticipate that there probably will be more job losses or an increased need. We have limited the access. Our clients don't come into the actual food area. We have our volunteers take care of that, but we also have increased the number of shopping that we were doing and home deliveries, so clients who are vulnerable don't have to come in and even expose themselves to any part of the process. I became involved as a volunteer for the Scouting for Food drive years ago, probably, I'm going to guess 18 years ago perhaps. I did it with my wife and my two sons, and I eventually joined the board, and have worked with a lot of wonderful people in trying to keep the message out, getting the message out to the community about our needs. A lot of people think Wellesley, oh, it's, you know, a food pantry in Wellesley, why would you need that? And it's just, we need to be here. We currently have about 400 people that we serve, clients in the community. It's usually about a third our seniors, about a third our children, 18 and younger. Obviously with the school closures, that's put a lot of pressure on us. Additionally on families for supplies because of school food programs were ceased being an option back in March. So we're also not certain what will happen this summer because generally in the summer months our donations dip quite significantly once schools let out because so many people leave town. We just have no way of knowing if people are leaving or have already left and what our donation kind of trend will be. But we're very encouraged so far because the community's really been a great support. The plan currently is that the renovations in the Wellesley Hills Congregational Church will be wrapping up in the early fall, May, September. We're hoping that that will be an easy transition back, but obviously given the state of the situation with COVID-19 and everything, we're not sure if the plans will go exactly as hoped. But at this point we're expecting we'll be here for the summer. We're open on Tuesdays, so we're not an operation that needs to be open every day, but volunteers come in on Monday, they do the sorting and setting up and so forth, and then we serve clients on Tuesdays.